And I am a good Onyenna. Because I will tell you the truth and point the direction of the truth without minding. But the question I'm asking today, who are the Igbo leaders and who are the Igbo elders? The question we have not answered that is causing confusion. Political leaders are not the Igbo elders. The two are not the same. They will come on the pages of the papers and claim Igbo leaders and Igbo elders. Who made them Igbo leaders and elders? Igbos have two ways of choosing their leaders. Igbos believe in republican system and Igbos believe in theocracy. Theocracy is God chose you. There are Igbo leaders who are so because God chose them. The way the spirit operates in Igbo land, you see, that's why Igbo says, Anahazo is Azo. Anamoisa. And when you are to belong to the council of elders, you are chosen. You don't appoint yourself. We know that we have no election in Nigeria. What we have is selection and the imposition of political jobbers on the people. All politicians in Nigeria are hungry. That's why they have no ideology. That is why somebody will leave PDP today, join APC tomorrow, PDP becomes able. Next tomorrow he will leave APC, join APGA, APGA becomes able. The next day he will leave APGA, join AA, APC, PDP become able. The next day he will leave AA and join XD, and the others are able parties because we have no ideology, no image, no self-respect, and we call such people elders. Who made them elders and leaders of Igbos? When is it that money became a criteria for choosing an elder? But one thing they are forgetting is that the way they used riches to overthrow the elders and the traditional institutions because of the foolishness of the traditional rulers. Our traditional rulers sold all their rights. They started honoring 419 boys in 1980s and early 90s. They gave them access to the throne and they overthrew them. The traditional rulers will now go to government houses and sit and wait for the governor, whom they should invite, who will sit and wait for them. What a shame. Give the message to traditional rulers. They have disappointed us. That is why we are in confusion. Hungry, ignorant styles now overthrew traditional rulers and became kings, aces in their communities. You see prime ministers who do not know one Igbo adage or proverb. You see prime ministers who are based in Germany or US, ruling a community in Imo State, in Osawa, in Mbise, in Okibe, in Olu. And he's a traditional ruler. What tradition does he know? Because the elders sold off. What killed the family of Eli? The way they overthrew the traditional rulers, feeling comfortable. Today their seats are shaking. The young men want to overthrow them and will certainly overthrow them. I'm giving you people a prophetic message. The young men want to overthrow them. I pity our honorable Senator Ike Bremado when I saw him running like a chicken. But if I am to ask my brothers to show us how stupid we are becoming, the young men express their feelings. Their women are raped in Enugu. A Catholic priest was killed. What did the senator say? And he was going to celebrate with people who are mourning. he wore Nigerian coat of arms. What he was wearing is not Igbo, it's Yabo. Coat of arms about is Yabo. For those of you who do not know. Now the youths have embarrassed him, I pity him. An old man at that age, children breaking egg on his head. It's embarrassing. But what I'm telling you is what happened there will soon begin to happen in Nigeria. Because the elders are selling off themselves. They no longer come out and talk, and the young people will respect them because they feel it's a matter of money. Go into the internet and read the reactions of people. You see that virtually all the youths are saying one thing. He deserves it. Looters, idiots, thief, they should have killed him. It remains this person or that person. That is the reaction of the youths. And those who call themselves leaders are saying the same thing. That is a shame to Igbo race. That is a disgrace to our people. Why should they use to do that and all that? You see that they are speaking with one voice, and the youth are speaking with one voice. Is that not revolution? You may not understand. Go into every university, the youth are saying the same thing. They are looters. They are thieves. They are this, they are that. When French Revolution started, it was the same way. Some of you may feel they are comfortable. When you see something going wrong, rise and correct it. If our politicians do not correct the structure on ground today, there will be disaster before long. And today, you see someone who has a fraudulent background, a notorious thief, will come to say, we the Igbo leaders, who made you Igbo leader? And for those of you who are cheap, because you feel you are connected or affiliated somewhere, 30,000 naira a month is enough for you, and you begin to write rubbish with a handset that your mate manufactured in Japan, and you are here. You can't even repair just ordinary battery touch. And you don't know the damage they are doing to you. You don't know the damage they have done to you. Check the number of young men who were celebrating the New Year Festival in Germany, and most likely half of them married from there. They married from Europe, and their wives, some are sitting here. There would have been wives, and you are praying. You think it's not affecting you. Check the number in Valencia, Spain, that disrupted the New Year Festival in Valencia yesterday as well. You now begin to imagine the number of young men that have left, destroying the natural equation and figure, man to woman. And you think it's not affecting you. Go into the communities, we have buildings that nobody will live in the next couple of years. Because these children you are sending out because you think you are rich, they will never return to Nigeria. They are lost forever. Most of these children, and you are celebrating, it is well. I tell you today that even this your son in America or US may not attend your burial. That is a damage. Those who claim to be leaders of the Igbos are causing to you. Leaders of the people are causing to you, and you are comfortable celebrating them. My brother got to visa. Praise the Lord. Why are you praising the Lord that your brother is running away? You'll be pregnant, 9 months pregnant. You should be in the room, being nursed by your mother. You are sitting in aircraft. Maybe you take Emirates because it's cheaper. You move from here down to Dubai. You spend 7 hours in the airport. A pregnant woman about to deliver. Why are you running? You want to go and deliver in US so that your son will have a US citizenship when the child grows. Because our land has been destroyed by elders. There is no hope. And for you, you think it's good. You kill the hospitals you have around. Put cupboards in them. No refrigerator for any medicine. No blood in case of emergency. And people are dying every day. When you have headache, you fly out. And who will escort them out? Some of you here. The damage Eli did to his family. And we are not thinking about it. Many of us will go and sit down and begin to pray, Hail Mary, full of grace, chaplains from morning till night. Mother Mary is far from you. At the time of danger, she carried the infant Jesus and left for Egypt. Why didn't she stay and continue to say Hail Mary? God expects you to walk. God expects you to walk. We are becoming so stupid. Even what is happening today, many of us do not know. This may be their first time of hearing this because they do not read news. They do not discuss. But they are booking in the forest. A Romwago or Bokofia knows this more than you. The damage the so-called elders have done to you. Every day people are being slaughtered. Enugu's or one, they are slaughtering you. Everywhere, nobody talking. I believe if the man wore that because he was afraid of Nigerian government. Let it not be that he's identifying too strongly with his people. So he decided to go as a Nigerian in Igbo celebration. And they welcomed him as a Nigerian in Igbo celebration. By the rivers of Babylon. Here we sat and wept when we remembered Zion. Those who were truly the elders, I tell you, if they wake up today, they will cry. Those who were really elders, who knew what it means to make sacrifice for the coming generation, if they come today, they will cry. The generation of the elders we have are those who eat the chicken blessed in their care. Very painful. Very, very painful. A community, including the leaders, were declared terrorists and nobody talked. Do you know you're a terrorist? Do you know officially you are terrorists? My goodness. The SARS came up one morning, declared your sons, your children, the future generation, because they were associating with IPOB, they declared them all terrorists, and you accepted, our children are terrorists, they are going wrong. But people who are in the forest every day, killing people, slaughtering people, raping women, raping children, giving you sons and daughters, you don't know their father. They have not been declared terrorists, and you are comfortable. And you have elders. You have elders. And nobody is courageous to talk. And a young man who came out to talk, instead of supporting them, even if you are afraid, you go inside the room and shake their hands. My sons, you are crying. You come out to say, hey, but these boys, they are stubborn. Government, listen to them. Let's see how we make peace. You go back in the room and say, my son, congrats. That's how a coward old man behaves. And not to join your enemies to kill your children. The day the elders kept quiet and their sons were declared terrorists was the day they sold off their coming generation. And that was the day the battle with the youth started, if you don't know. Young boys saw their brothers slaughtered, killed, gunned down. They were carrying their corpses, crying. No bishop, no priest, no pastor, no elder came out to say, don't kill our youths. You think human blood can be spilled without reactions? It's not possible. You may not know what is happening. You may not know. If you have spiritual insight, you will know that we are in trouble. We are in trouble. So if young men who are in Europe can forget about what they went for and start to fight there because they are concerned about home, What do you think will happen the day those at home will rise to fight? What do you think? And they are saying they are not ashamed, they are disgracing us. Who should be ashamed? An elder that couldn't keep his house in order, or the son who is behaving the way that is adherent to the father? Who will you blame? You leave us here, we are sick, you want to go to Europe for treatment. Why wouldn't we support them to push you back? Let us all die here. When they have headache, they go to Germany, they go to UK. Then you have serious problem, heart problem, you go to FMC, no drug, no machine, no equipment. Even to measure your BP, then you go to the shop opposite and say, it's not working now. You know, government things is safe. So how are we going to survive it? The Islamic Fulani group have destroyed a good number of churches. Khan is there doing politics. Went to congratulate the president for his second term. My grandfather, when I was small, as old as he was, when there is noise, he come out with his staff. He cannot run, but he come out with his staff. A sign that I am there to die, that my children may survive. Today they will say, let the youth die that we may survive. In the next 50 years, these people who claim they are elders, can they walk? In the next 50 years, these people who claim they are elders, who will put them in the aircraft to go for medication? Because they can't walk, most of them. I don't want to call their names, some of them around here who used to claim to be elders. They are not bedridden. They need the younger ones to put them in the aircraft. And you are not courageous. The whole of Okigwe go there. They can't go to farm. Their girls are being raped. Okigwe, go there and see. And they are running. Feel like people, hey, my daughter don't go. Remain in school instead of coming home. And she will remain in school and become a prostitute. Go out Friday night to see her on the road. We shall one day sing the song of victory. Whether you believe it or not, we shall one day sing. But I see danger, except if we change our way. If we do not change our way, there is danger. And what a mighty disaster if a son and father begin to fight. It does no one any good. It does no one any good. When father and son begin to fight, you give the enemies the key into your family. So those who call themselves youths should reflect. And those who call themselves elders should become elders. Respect is gained. Respect is gained. Don't buy respect. Don't force people to respect you. Gain respect. And when you do that, God will bless you through Christ our Lord.